Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fate Grand Order. I'm your host, Ethereal, and today we're going to be starting off again with Prisma Ilya. We're going to be doing some basic farming in this event. With a little bit of extra AP, we might do a few weird challenge quest runs, see if we can try something, maybe a Hokusai clear. I was kind of tossing around the idea of a Frankenstein clear. Not sure how we're going to go about doing that one, but hey, it's an idea. Figured that would be fun. We got a little bit more than, we got way less than 150 and a little bit more than 120, so we're definitely going to have time to do that. We're going to start off with that, and then we'll maybe pop over to JP, do a little bit more event farming, and try to figure out exactly what materials we want to be getting, because we need a few materials. We can skill up some select servants and hopefully kill that challenge quest boss, or at least get a little bit further. A few extra percents with Lubu might push us over the edge. That few percent with, oh, hello. I know he's not 10 and 10, but we don't really need for damage. Just a few extra percent here and there. Hopefully keeps us alive for a couple turns, although it feels like our strategy might be a little bit off as we are quite the distance away from successfully killing the boss. Remember, once we actually kill the boss, we have to basically buy ourselves 6 turns-ish, which is pretty rough considering the boss ignores invulnerability, ignores Vade, ignores basically everything under the sun when she NPs, and she NPs pretty freaking quickly. It's also female, and we don't really have great anti-female coverage. We have a good bit of anti-male coverage in the form of Uriel. Female is a much more difficult tag to target. There's some small things you can do against women, but nothing as accessible as Uriel. For men, that is. Gonna be a fun one. I was doing a run after the challenge quest. I actually did a run of this node, and I didn't realize I still had all my challenge quest stuff equipped. So I didn't have any event drop bonuses, and the run was very unprofitable. As is, I don't have that high a drop bonus, so this run is actually pretty unprofitable for me, but I think we still manage to make it the best, most efficient thing we can do, because there's really nothing better than just doing this much. This much farming is still pretty good for us. I don't know if anyone else is streaming right now. Don't think there's anyone too crazy. This is like an awkward time to be streaming. Perhaps 1 in the afternoon on a Saturday. Eastern time at least. Whatever. As long as I get this stuff done. I hate overcapping on AP, you know? It's like the worst feeling. Do we have a Brave Chain from Oreshkigal? We do. Oh, good. Okay. Well, we may not crit, but hopefully we do, and hopefully that's enough to blow away this fake Nikola Tesla. We definitely needed to put the crit up on her. The other option was like, it was actually pretty close. We might have, if I'd counted it, I don't remember what we started at or on the Oreshkigal, but we might have been able to push Waver's NP to a little bit higher. A little bit bigger heights. Get Waver's NP, do more NP damage. Still, it all worked out in the end. And that was a clean 3 turn, so I don't see too much of a problem with that. We need basically every material. Specifically, I think we need gold and bronze the most. But since we still need every material, I'm okay with farming this node. It's the It's the best in terms of pure drop rate, as long as we're getting drops for every color, or as long as we have a evenish bonus, we want to be in here. If we start getting like 4 or 5, if we somehow start getting 4 or 5 bonus, and it's not evenly distributed, then we probably want to change, but for now, we just take the first waiver, and we want waiver specifically so that Nero can punch through that guy. She gives herself a lot of attack up. They can't actually do it. I was considering using Cersei instead, but I think Cersei actually falls a little bit shy on damage, as she's mostly reliant on her superior NP rather than her attack stat. Right? She has a much lower attack stat. We could maybe boost that, because again, I think she could stand to be grailed to 90. I just kind of wish we had like NP 2 or 3 Cersei, so we could really feel confident in doing that. Maybe one of the banners that I like, she's a secondary on. I don't really like rolling for 4 stars, as it seems inconsistent. Like, really RNG as to whether or not you actually get enough for that 4 star. Like, you could spend like 600 state course and not see the 4 star you're looking for. Just like a 3 star. It's just as bad. 3 of our cards, 3 Ereshkigal cards that turn. That was pretty bad luck for us. What we want to see is maybe 1 in the first 2 turns. Ideally, we see at most 3. And we just saw 3 turn 2. I wasn't counting how many we saw turn 1, but our odds of getting a Brave Chain with a Ereshkigal are significantly lower. At least now than they were a few minutes ago, a few seconds ago. A few moments, it wasn't even that long. Hey, Flame, Snow, how's it going? How's your Sunday evening coming along? Finished Lost Belt 4? Ooh, very nice, very nice. I think things are going pretty well for me right now. Just trying to clean up some of the event. We're mostly just missing currency, as our currency bonus, especially in the Prismailly event, was really low. We had, in terms of drop CEs, we literally have just +1 silver and +1 bronze. We rolled 500,000 friend points and couldn't get a single 3-star CE. Kind of sucks. So farming is taking a little bit longer than I'd like it to, but I don't really want to spend all my friend points just trying to get like 1 CE, especially because the CE isn't that good. And we're coming up on the anniversary in about 6 months, and there's no lottery between now and the anniversary. So if I spend all my friend points, I won't be able to like instantly pick up Chen Gong and Jason. I'll be waiting like until end of next year, or end of this year, sorry. Actually get NP5 Jason or something. You watched a movie before you joined the stream? Oh, cool, cool. That's usually what I do before this stream on this day, which is still Sunday for everyone, I think. Yeah, most Sundays I watch either a movie or I watch a TV show that's running. So the last few months it's usually been a movie, but I changed to anime just for this last bit because I'm running low on animated movies to see. What movie were you watching, man? Anything good? Anything good? We actually, we finally got I noticed we finally have a release date for Heavensfield 3. If you're waiting on the DVD release, I believe it's March 31st. So, You can probably find a place to pre-order it if you want to. I didn't see... I did not see a box set. I only saw the third one being released standalone. I'm a little bit surprised. It was called Follow Me. It was good. The ending had a plot twist all the time. Nice. Oh, sounds interesting. Global or local? I'm not quite sure. I think that was Aniplex, so it's probably US. Probably the US or actually, hold up. The tweet was in Japanese, so it's probably the Japanese release. But that's the release you probably want anyway, so... What else are you gonna go for? I personally wouldn't go for the, I wouldn't wait for, like, the North American release if I had to. It'll take another 3 months or whatever, and it'll half of them have less features. At least from what I've seen of Aniplex's releases, who are definitely the people who are going to be licensing the North American version of Evansville. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. There's also a bit of an... I was trying to order some stuff from Japan, actually yesterday. I was doing a bunch of stuff after the stream, which is why I couldn't, like, go on to stream, Final Fantasy. One of the things was trying to order some stuff, and there's like they've like canceled due to coronavirus. They actually canceled a bunch of package and mailing services to North America for the time being, so you can't even get some stuff if it's coming out early this year. Germany wanted to do a Heaven's Feel marathon in cinemas, but canceled. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, isn't it shit, man? Anyway, so I actually have something on pre-order, and I'm really hoping that fucking Planes will be able to deliver, or, not Planes. I won't have to change my friggin' shipment method and do some weird order shenanigans come November, because, let me tell you, all the cheap options for mail are permanently on hold from Japan. So, what should normally cost me like 15, 20 bucks could be like 150 to 200. It's insane. They try to do another run too. Yeah, I hope they do another run or something. I feel like it got shafted a little bit by all the coronavirus garbage. I mean, like, let's think about this. Even though it was in the middle of a pandemic, it's still the highest grossing movie of the trilogy. Like, it's definitely not a bad movie. Oh well. Yeah, I'm thinking end of this year we might be over the pandemic nonsense, because like, despite the fact that at least in Canada they seem to be behind schedule, they're still claiming we're gonna get every single person in the country vaccinated by like... Oh wow, we actually didn't kill that magical stick. Alright. Actually gonna get everyone done by like end of August. Which, I'm gonna be real with you, like 100% coverage seems ridiculously improbable. Like, there are a bajillion people who are definitely not gonna be on board with that. You know, all those crazy people who think it's like gonna give them cancer or some shit. You guys know who I'm talking about, all those crazy vaccine conspiracy theorists. I assume they're still good. I assume that those people who refuse to get vaccines will refuse to get this. Any of the latest ones. Yeah. Feels bad not being able to see a Heaven's Feel marathon in theaters, because that would be cool. I'd show up to that. Be like a nice day trip. Watch all 3 movies. Goodbye, Tesla. That went a little bit worse than it could have been, but I feel like we rolled a little bit low on damage. Oh well. I'm gonna see if I can do a Hokusai run on the, after this run, we're gonna see if we can get a Hokusai setup working with, the Ilya challenge quest. I'm just curious to see if it can be done. Unfortunately, I'm missing the main support for Hokusai, which, well, typically for like Hokusai challenge quests, you need to Hokusai clear things on challenge quests. What you typically want is you want 2 people with 50% batteries, and then you want Tamamonamai, and you want a black grail, and I don't have a black grail. Oh, you beat the challenge quest on JP today. Oh, cool. What was your composition? Congratulations. That looks like a tough one. What was your comp? Anything too crazy? You've definitely been trying it for a while. She ended up just like looping through her damage. What was the plan? Umu is good civ. You had a Bond CE Herc and a support Bond CE Ku Alter. I see, so the solution was Bond CEs. Ah, okay. We don't have a Brave Chain from Nero, and we don't have any crit chance. So it's highly improbable that Nero actually kills this guy. So basically you had like 2 nigh unkillable servants, and you just prayed that they wouldn't be targeted or buff stripped before they got in their damage. That works. Yep. That's a little bit of a stretch for me. I can't really... I mean... I wish they'd nerf Herc down to 3-star levels, but he's definitely not in that range. Yeah, Guts in the bow was bugged. Oh, she only revived 1 time. Herc and Bonsi carried you through Lost Belt 3 and 4. Herc is a good servant, man. A very good servant. I'm glad you got through Lost Belt 3 and 4. But I feel like using Herc with Bonsi if you do is like skewing your perception of how difficult those might be. Because I feel like those are gonna, like, Lost Belt 3 is gonna be a nightmare for us, I feel. I'm a 3-star cat. This is the plan today. We're probably gonna do a couple quick... I'm gonna see if I can do an Areshka, or not Areshka, but I'm gonna see what I can do with Hokusai, just because I'm curious to see if I can set her up to do like 1 billion damage and clear the challenge quest efficiently. Unfortunately, I'm missing 2 of the key Hokusai supports. Support pieces, at least. Which is kind of annoying, so that probably won't end up being successful. But I'm just going to try it out a couple times because I'm curious. Then we'll go back over to Tengu, clear some stuff, figure out exactly what materials we want to farm out. As we do want to farm out some of the materials. I'm actually going to use this because it gives NP and stars. See if I can get those to 100%. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if we can actually clear the challenge quest with what we have right now, so I just want to farm some materials. As I feel like we're quite the distance out of range, and we needed a bit of good RNG just to make it as far as our record battle length. Yeah. We're not spending too long on NA. We're not spending too long on NA. Oh, what the heck. I failed to kill him twice now. This stick. He's turning my 3 turns into 4 turns single-handedly. Fluffy boy stall. I mean, I do have a level 100 Asterios on my friends list, but he always runs the stupid Bomb C for some reason. Or not Bomb C. He runs Caldea Tea Time. It's actually really irritating because he's like, if I actually want to use the level 100 Asterios, he has to go right in the trash because his CE is terrible. Yeah, Fluffy Boy won't do much. clearly you don't understand the concept of the fluffy boy strats. The boss doesn't cleanse attack down, right? Like, Asterios' debuffs are to attack and defense. He doesn't buff you. What you do with Asterios... Yeah, Aventurushi doesn't have the high hit counts? Oh, okay. I don't actually know what her hit counts are. Let's have a quick look. I'm just gonna have a quick look. Taira no Kagekyo. Yeah, she's got 2, 2, and 4. You need higher hit counts than that, right? You need like 4 average to do Asterios. As I recall, he needs pretty high hit counts. Especially if you want to compensate for annoying shit like how many of these do we have? Okay, 500 gold. All right, last gold material. Yeah. I mean, the strat isn't terrible. It's just very specifically useful. Like, it's either completely useless or it's very useful. It's very rarely. It's one or the other, because you need to get an NP with Asterios. Typically, you want the NP immediately, by the way. Like, you want K-Scope, or you want, you know, start engage NP gain, or something like that. You can actually get off the ground and keep looping, and then you want to loop Asterios every single turn. Because well, every turn, and you can have, I think, 1 interruption. You can have 1 turn where you don't do it. But basically, like, his upgraded NP gives 40% attack reduction and defense reduction for 1 turn. And then also gives 20% attack down and 10% defense down, but they're for 6 turns. So if you get to negative 100% attack at any point, which you can get by NPing 3 times in a row, I believe. Because you'd have 60 and then another 40% giving you 100% attack reduction. The enemy does 0 damage to you and you can infinitely go, right? For those of you who don't know Asterios' strategy, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to just loop Asterios as many times as possible. It doesn't matter how much damage he does, because you're going to have an infinite number of turns. Do as much damage as you want. It's annoying to cleanse 70 buffs before Ushi's damage reduction is completely gone. Yeah, you're right. It is pretty hard to do. Especially if you're running like casters and especially if you don't draw the right cards immediately. Because having to play Buster and Quick when you want to do nothing but spam arts completely demolishes your whole game plan. Alright. Yeah, let's see what I can do with Hokusai. I haven't tried to play around with her in a while. I don't have anyone who gives 50% starting gauge, so we actually have to start with we either start with a Scotty or a Waver. And Waver's probably the better choice. I'm gonna look for a decent Waver. We do not need event bonuses. So, no event bonus is perfectly fine. We're just looking for any Waver who's maxed out. Ideally with a CE that actually does something. Bonus Bond is like the most useless thing in an event. Nobody wants bonus Bond. Or at least I don't want bonus Bond. I either want bonus drop rate, or I want a CE that makes the servant more effective because I'm fighting for my life. this C is basically useless, but whatever. 200's better than nothing. I was kind of hoping we'd get one of the... Oh, there we go. No, he's... I would prefer this, because the other one's 777. The skills need to be maxed for sure. No messing around on halfway to max waivers. Okay, that's our farming comp, so we're gonna leave that. Let's take this setup and rearrange it a little bit. This was a setup to test Sieg looping. It doesn't actually work. With 666, you might need 10-10-10. It was ostensibly supposed to work against a specific node, and I just couldn't get it to work even following like the exact instructions. It was actually quite irritating, because we were like miles off from what I thought we needed. Anyway, both in terms of damage and other things. Alright, Hokusai. Hokusai is going to run the event Arts CE because she's a woman. Waiver. Your Hohenheim could use more mats to loop Sieg. Yeah. The Hohenheim needs to be boosted. But Hohenheim's actually pretty close to the ends of what he does. Philosopher's Stone doesn't even give 1% at 9. Elemental would be useful though. Alright. I want to run... probably like this. I want to get her some stars right off the bat, because he's going to be jumping out of the field. And straight to the back line in about 2 seconds. Chad Lord Orion was a low star at heart because he was playing as a 1-star berserker. Yeah, I don't believe that his skills reflect a 1-star berserker in the slightest. He does way too much damage. And can self-loop himself. Like, he's way too good for 1-star. There's no way they put that at 1-star. They might have said we wanted him to be 1-star, but they definitely didn't think that when they were planning his skills out. By the time it got to skills, he was definitely past that. Alright. The Stolf. Sure, we can just give something to Astolfo as backup. Waiver is going to be at the back because we're actually swapping Paracelsus out. Bring in Waiver. Nero. Nero's not a good servant here. I don't know who I want to bring. Probably another support caster if I can find one. Gilgamesh? Yeah, we can maybe do Gilgamesh. What are we overcosted on? That shouldn't be that. That should probably be 2030. We're trying to 3-turn. You'd get 40%. Okay, and then we have 7, 8, 9, 10. We can't equip a max CE. We can maybe... This is a little bit too far. Holy Maiden's Teachings would be nice, but we can't do that. Is there a low... Oh, I definitely don't have one of those. That's the only Starbomb CE that I have. So, what else can I run? Starting Gauge? Buster up on Enter Field? I'm not quite sure what to run here. Jeweled Sword? I kind of wish I had his Bond C. Wait, what skill's Bond C? Hey, how's it going, Akai? Gilgamesh Caster. What is your Bond C, anyway? I'm just curious, because he's like Bond 9. He's just been sitting there for a while. What is your Bond CE, my man? Already NP damage increase, that would actually be good. Oh, too bad. Gramps is a low star like his fellow Hassans. You would recommend single target over AoE here? Oh yeah? I mean, that's fair, but we're just trying weird gimmicks, so... I'm trying weird gimmicks, I'm allowed to try weird shit. I could also swap the imaginary element for a second star bomb. That might be better. I would kind of like this waiver to have a useful CE. This one's kind of garbage. But you know, finding waivers with useful CEs. You tried the ultimate stall here? We're actually just seeing if we can get Hokusai to break bar Chloe, and if we can loop. You tried ultimate stall? Yeah. And Astolfo's kind of just here as backup. I'm thinking... Because here, we have a couple options. We can use this waiver and try to force... No Tama? Yeah, the issue is we don't have Tamamo. Well, we don't have I can't borrow Tamamo either. I have a Tamamo on my friends list, and I probably have a Bride, but I can't borrow either of them because I need double waiver to get to an NP on turn 1. So the best we can run is Paracelsus. I would definitely run Tamamo instead. And I'm just deciding right now whether Imaginary Element or another Star Bomb CE is better for 1 turn, because we could like guarantee crits with 40 stars, right? Whereas 20 stars is kind of risky. We definitely have a chance to fail with 20 stars and do nothing. On the other hand, we can guarantee that Waver gets his NP, as he's going to use AoE, 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 AoE. 40% puts us above this. Imagine Caster Otoria. Yeah, wouldn't Caster Otoria be amazing here? We just swap out a waiver for Caster Otoria. It'd be great. We'd actually be able to loop with Hokusai because she does everything Paracelsus does and gives waivers battery, so she's literally the two of them stapled together. It's great. The only thing she doesn't have is defense up, but we didn't care about that too much because we were like going all in. Anyway, in the event that somehow we randomly get wrecked, I have Caster Gilgamesh here. I'm not really a fan of this CE, but we only have like 4 points left to give, which is an upgrade to like our own imaginary element, but not enough to get a star bomb. I guess we could like, you know what, we're not trying to win with Astolfo. Gilgamesh also isn't going to NP at any point. Like there's no chance he does that, so we may as well do this. I don't know. Astolfo has 6 points. 6 points isn't enough to do anything. We don't actually care who's in here. Paracelsus has higher generation than Caster Otoria. Yes, he does, I think. I think he goes up to 50%. He has slightly higher Caster Jet, but he also has way lower arts generation. Caster Otoria gives 50%. He gives like 20% at max. It's actually really low. Alright, we're gonna do this. Star Bomb might be better, we'll see. I think we are also looking... Oh, actually. What do we want for Mystic Code here? Probably this one. So we get the NP gain on it. That's usually like the best looping Mystic Code. I don't have Anti-Blonde, so Fragment of 2004 is probably the best we can get. Let's see what we do here. I feel like this might have a chance of getting through. If we're like miles away on damage, we have a bit of trouble, but hey, we're just trying out alternative things. I'd like to do like a min turn or an easy clear with this. We got a Hokusai Arts, 80%. It's not amazing, but we're going with it anyway. Oh shit, I forgot. We have to plug suit. I'm a moron. I was like, oh yeah, we'll just run this because it's good for looping, forgetting that Waver's not on the field. Doi. That doesn't work. We can't NP on turn 1 if we don't have Waver. Again, another reason why we'd want Caster Otoria. Caster Otoria replaces the Paracelsus because we can actually take a looping CE. A looping Mystic Code. Whoops. Okay. Level your waiver skills, please. Okay. Does this guy, like, real question. Is this person just not reading the event CE? Because this does nothing. This event CE doesn't add drops or damage. It does literally nothing. CE, it does nothing. Waver is not a magical girl. He's not a woman. He doesn't get any bonuses from that. And of course, our somewhat leveled Waver. Gods, I don't want to use waivers that are like under leveled. Why do I even have 2 of them on my friends list? It's like, why is that waiver not leveled? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Like, I literally can't use a waiver that's not maxed. It's not a question of want, it's a question of capability, and I can't. That guy has the non-limit broken one. We'll take him. He's objectively worse. His Buster NP can do more damage. 1, waiver doesn't have a Buster NP. 2, he has a single Buster card. 3, he doesn't have the female tag. There's like 5 reasons not to. There's 3 reasons right there not to equip that card, Mystic Code, to him. Oh yeah, there's no bonus to it. It's nothing but a 500 damage CE. That's so dumb. All right. Let's, mind you, we just did something really stupid, but no one apart from you guys can tell that I did that. Alright. Let's try this again. It looks like Hokusai has better Star Absorb than casters, so we may not need to use anything weird. We may not need to use double Star Bomb. And if we get lucky, one of the waivers somehow dies, and... Alright, what do we got? We need at least 1 arts card from Hokusai if we're not going to be doing NP Gen. What do we got? We didn't get an arts card from Hokusai. That's pretty annoying. Alright, we're going to have to restart, but I'm going to give this a shot just to see how much damage we do and if we can get through Ilya and Miyu's damage reduction. So this is less. Yeah, we could like bring in Caster Gilgamesh for more stars or something, but we didn't draw Hokusai Arts, which kind of sucks. All right. I don't know, we'll leave the 20% damage because I know next turn we need a bit more. Waver's gonna NP, Hokusai's gonna NP. And we're probably not gonna have enough NP regeneration to get anywhere. That's probably going to be our main issue. Hold up, which waiver is which? Young waiver is the support waiver with 40%, okay. Oh yeah, we can use them. Okay. So this will test if we have enough damage to get through their break bars. And what we might need to change if we don't. Waver's NP2. And he landed all 3 defense downs. That seems a little bit low. Chloe guarded the defense down. Ooh, that seems a lot low. Okay. That... Yeah, we'd need something with a little bit more edge. Probably NP2. We did about 40%. If we did like an arts combo with Hokusai here, we probably would have enough. The issue is we don't. It was the second angel to attack in Evangelion? I'm afraid I don't recall that. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna go after... I'm gonna go for Chloe anyway. We're gonna go for overkill on the 3rd turn. Again, we only need like 70%. We got enough to NP here. Okay, that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. They crit for 0? Okay. Can I stun her? It's this one that NPs. On Bar Break with Miyu, I think. She guarded it. Well, that sucks. Alright. Again, we didn't draw an arts card on a turn we wanted an arts card, so we're in a bit of a pickle. But it is what it is. They remade the entire of Evangelion in the new Evangelion movie? That's pretty hardcore. Interesting. Okay. We're actually 1% off, by the way, in terms of NP gain. We're actually 1% off, and we have guts, so we wouldn't actually die if we take it. If we take this hit, we don't die, by the way. We actually just took 0 damage from that. Okay. Can we take 1 hit on Hokusai? No? Fuck. That's how close we are to NPing again. Okay. That's so annoying. We're literally 1 turn away from NPing again. That damage was pretty good, yeah. Unfortunately, the issue is, I think our luck's about to run out. We got 2 turns. We can NP. We'll dig into Ilya, I guess. All our damage buff is all our damage buffs is gone, so we're probably not gonna hit that hard anymore. Yeah. We ran out of stamina. If we'd NP'd on the second turn, I think we would have been okay. But we didn't. Like, we might still kill this. Like, in theory, we might be able to win this challenge quest, but it's gonna be a lot harder now. And this is the turn we can start losing servants. Yeah, you either don't give a fuck or try to reach deep and find the meaning. So like most fans, obsess over Evangelion. Alright, now in theory what we want to do, and which we don't have the steam for, is to kill Chloe before she NPs. I don't think we have the capability to pull this off, but whatever, I'll try. I believe this is only going to do like 30k to each of them. Or wait, no, we have special damage. We're going to hit for more than that. But it's definitely not going to be like 150, 200k. We're way low, and we don't have any arts up, so we're not going to really live here. And that's that. Alright. Our damage is a little bit low. We might be able to pull off something more difficult. There's a dead waver. You know the 3 ways people face a problem? No I don't. I don't study psychology. I think I'm just gonna go here and try to get a shit ton of overkill done. That sounds like fun. Each character in either, yeah, Shinji. Yeah, okay, okay. Oh, that one didn't crit. That one didn't crit, damn. I was really hoping the arts would crit. Okay. We were totally going to intentionally break the bar so we could NP the next turn. Didn't quite work out. Okay. Shinji runs the series, confronts, raise passive. Okay. I see that. Is the original creator of Evangelion even involved in the new movies? Like, it's been so long since that came out. I would have thought he moved on or wasn't working on remakes anymore. Damn, Waver died. Damn, Waver died. Okay. I was kind of hoping Gil would die so we could use waiver skills. Okay, so Hokusai didn't take damage. Waiver died, so we can't use hit. Yeah, whatever. This is getting really annoying. And super scuffed, because now our buffs are running out here too, right? All our defense downs wore out. Freaking Christ. Alright, whatever. I don't really care if we win because it's a scuffed run anyway. But we need to, like, we need one Earth card at least to loop on them. We'll do like one more run, see if we can make it. I think our damage is a little bit low. NP2 Hokusai might be able to do it. She has about 40% higher at base NP damage, which should be enough to get through that. Unfortunately, I don't have NP2 Hokusai, so it's not doable. Not by a long stretch. We need a lot higher base damage. And Hokusai, I think, only gains like 1,000 attack in 10 levels so, from Grailing, so we're not there yet. Who else could we do? Anyone else got a fun composition idea for the Prisma Ilya challenge quest? Or do you want to just move on to Japan? I'm not sure we can 3-turn that one. We don't have a high enough MP level. We need to like wail super hard for like 2 or 3 Hokusais. Get that, but we were pretty close. Like I see how it could be done. Only Ku. But is that a challenge you can actually win with? Emiya family. Emiya family only Ku and only Ku. I mean, Ku just gets one shot if he doesn't have guts, right? The Emiya family. What does the Emiya family comp look like? And how does that work? Because none of them are riders or berserkers. And most of them are male. Right? Parvati. We can maybe bring Parvati and call it part of the Emiya family. We could bring Parvati, I guess, if the Emiya family included Herc, because they said Herc, we could bring Herc. Only Ku would just be like Ku alter, would be like testing if a Ku alter can solo it, right? Because we just take Ku, and Ku alter, try to kill servants who can single target NP as fast as possible, and pray we don't die to them. Like, that's more doable. In an alternate universe, Gilgamesh joins the Emiya family. Classic. Alright. I mean, we can try all Ku. Our Kus aren't actually that, like, jacked. And again, most people's Kus are running garbage CEs, so we can't, like, we can't get a shit ton of value out of the strongest member of our team because he's gonna be kind of trash. Let's see. We take Ku. Yeah. Like, okay, we can run all Kus. Again. This seems... One or more of your things, family, are Gil's possession. Again, this seems really questionable. We don't have any damage multipliers. We're relying entirely on Berserker Ku for damage. And this is a challenge quest. I'm not even going to bring him, because he's just going to die. Like, you think this can actually win this challenge quest? Like we can run it for giggles, but it's pretty crazy. Babylonia comp. I don't know if this can win. This would just be a question of if Berserker Ku could solo this challenge quest. He might be able to. He might be able to, but I definitely don't want to try it with this C. Like, we can give it a run. Why not? This Ku should run something useful. Like Star Generation and Start Engage. Oh, not a level 1, his rifle place. A max level rifle place. We're gonna focus on the other Ku instead, so we'll just use Stargate. We might get an NP out of each of them, which is why I'm thinking of doing this. Our other options are quick, and honestly, we're not going to be doing a lot of quick combos, so... Just going for what we can here. Seems like it makes the most sense. Voluma, not so great. Critical strength and C-star drop rate. That's some synergy, I guess. I mean, at that point, we might as well run this because it does more damage. And he will be using his Buster cards because we got a lot of Buster cards. Alright. Gander's not useful. We'll take this because we're mostly looking for Q Alter to not die on his downtime. Let's run the Q's team. And then afterwards, we'll pick either the Emia family or Babylonia composition. I don't even have half the servants from Babylonia. The only one I have is Caster Gilgamesh. I guess I could run Ryder Ishtar, which wouldn't be a terrible idea. But I don't actually have most of the servants in Babylonia. It'd be like Mash, Ryder Ishtar, Gilgamesh, and then I don't know what. Yeah, he actually does have a worse rank of Protecting Arrows. Alright. Oh yeah, I do have a Resh. Yeah, a Resh works. I was thinking of like Taiga, who I have NP1 level 1, and then Quetzalcoatl, who I don't have, and then Medusa Lily, who I don't have, and Merlin, who I don't have, and King Hassan, who I don't have, and who else shows up there? Gorgon, who I don't have. I guess I have Ishi and Benkei. Alright. Yeah, I'm missing a good number of them. 50k, holy shit, that's so low. She's going to NP, and she's not going. Alright. Two charges. I'm just checking charge count. 1, 2, 1, 1. Oh boy. Alright. Oh, that's a dead Q altar. Ignore. Yep, that's a dead Q altar. Okay, well that was fun. Turns out, having sure hit and invuln pierce on all the enemy NPs is a problem for people. When you can't even kill one of them. Can we kill just one of these? Like, I want one break bar. We could have guts with 2, but he needs that shit. Okay, we can get one break bar. Ilya's NPing next turn. Right, sure hit on NP, seems good. Wouldn't have involved him anyway. I'd involve the other kid. Which is why I was like, yeah, we'll just wait for Guts. Okay. He needs... Hold up. 2 turns. Yeah, he needs that. Invuln time. He's just using his invuln because she has sure hit, doesn't matter what he does. So I feel like our damage was a little bit low for completing this challenge quest in any reasonable length of time. Let alone destroying it with Team Coos. Maybe if I was like a massive Koo freak and had all of the Koos level 100, 10, 10, 10, NP5, maybe. Personally, seems unlikely. Remember, we're doing double damage right now. We have to do 1,000,000 damage to Ilya. Or just shy of 1,000,000. We do like 700k to her. Can you add you with your Scruffy NA account? I'll check if there's a slot. Koo's guts expired. So he's dying if he takes too much damage this turn. I mean, I guess so. I have a lot of scuffed accounts on my friends list, though. I'm gonna have to start cleaning that shit up if I don't recognize names, because, man, I got a lot of dead weight. I got a lot of allies who are like, I can't even take your servants. Like, we were looking for those Koos, and it's like, half the Koos aren't maxed out. Oh, she evaded. Alright. And that's the end. 2 attacks kills us from full health. Yeah, I don't see us getting anywhere close to that with Team Koo. Yeah, you can add me. I think it's in my about profile. There should be that. There should be my NA friends. Oh, I'm actually capped. Hold up. I'm capped on friends. 1 minute. I'm capped on bonus friends. Alright, do I recognize any of these names? And were any of them not on in the last 10 hour, or last 2 weeks? 7 days by... Just cleaning up space. Alright, there's space on my friends list now. Here you go. Or there's space in my friends list, and there's space in my friend request list. What's the number, Madara? Or are you just gonna add me? You guess you're not in my friends list? This is for NA? I thought I was on it. Alright. I thought you were on this. I unfortunately can't sort by alphabetical order. Apparently that's not something they thought of. Alphabetical order. Yeah, who wants that? No worries, man. I thought I had you at some point. I thought I had you at some point. I might be wrong. Haven't seen snow in a while. I've not seen snow in a while. And then... maybe not. We're doing the FBI event indeed. Okay, I feel like some of these can go off my friends list. I mean... 158 days is a bit of a time. What's this guy got that I would possibly want him for? Nothing. I don't know who this person is. I'm actually gonna kick them. I need to clear up this friends list just a little bit. If you haven't been on in that long, I feel like you probably won't be back for a while. If your account's not like maxed and I don't want to like refresh a million times for you. This guy has a decent... Oh, he actually last played then. Okay. I don't know if this one will be back. Hard to tell. If people haven't been on in that long, I think they're probably not going to be back. Gonna clean this shit up while I wait. Ah, okay. Madara Center numbers. 904028. They're digits. Oh, you need to. You got a really strong list of servants here, but you really need to work on these skills. Look at this. This is hella scuffed. You weren't lying. Normal and event lists are still merged together. You got like a ton of servants with abysmal skills. Really good ones though. You're definitely rolling 2 K-scopes. You gonna build up the account? Right. I actually should clean up my friends list. Let's see. How should I discriminate on people? We just did login. This guy I have for another reason. He's not getting kicked. Lewis, whoever the fuck you are. That's actually a really good setup. Okay, fine, you can stay. People who have max support lists, I'll leave them on if they've been off for a while. They might show up if I refresh hard enough or get really lucky. This can probably go. This is pretty scuffed. Like, Herc is the best thing on this list, right? And that was this guy, right? Yeah, Herc is the best thing on this list. And we can find another Herc. If we're trading friend codes in NA, yeah. Wait, 705561. Hey, Flame, your account's actually pretty good this time. Wait, is this a Bonsi? Memories of the Dragon, NP strength, and chance to decrease defense by 5% for 3 turns when attacking with Saber. That's fucking cool. Damn, bro. That spicy Sasuke. And a grailed maxed out Salieri. This is a soul list. Sure it's like the Fujino's not done, but man, you have some like serious taste here. Even if this is like a waste of a slot on Scotty, everything else is good. I'm clearing up space so people can post friends lists. That's fine. I gotta make some room. Anyway, people have been offline for a long ass time. A day is fine. Like 1 to 10 days is fine. I don't mind that. All right. Is there anyone I don't recognize who has like a terrible list? I don't want to kick anyone who's actually a follower, but I do want to clean up some of the weak people that I don't know in real life. Kenji, 616, what's this? I'm not gonna lie, this support list looks like it's never been updated. Sure, he's been on recently, but none of these look like they've been updated for like 5 events. Right? You're seeing that. Last online 1 day ago. Look at the support list and tell me he was last online a day ago. This is an event support list, by the way. Like, still sit after Christmas. I think that one can go. It's nothing spicy. And I'm pretty sure they're not a follower or someone who's showed up in chat. I don't want to kick it at you guys out, because you'll, especially if you're like actively scaling up the account, but I do want to clean up some people. Like, I have too many Scotties here. And one of you Scotty people... Okay, you have a waiver, that's fine. If you're at least running waiver on support, I can keep you, but... What do you got? Didn't split this. The Scotty is... I don't think I can use any of these servants. I hate being a dick to people, but I kind of want to clean things up a little bit. I kind of want to optimize the friends list a little bit. If I don't know you, and I don't remember adding you in chat, I think I'm gonna let a couple weaker accounts go. Try to clean things up a little bit. I mean, remember, most of these people are active. Most of the people are active in leveling their accounts, so I can't be like, what the hell are you doing? That guy must have gotten their waiver recently. It's clearly equipped and ready to roll. But they've been playing so long. It must have been a recent waiver. It's not a Scotty. There's Blade, we'll leave that. There's Spade. Don't. I know Marge. Life. You too. Most of these are people I actually like. SUO. Do I know SUO? I don't think I know SUO. I don't know SUO. When could they have gotten this Kiara? When is the last time Kiara was on raid up? They have a Kiara and a Karna sitting in their support list. And they don't have event CEs, but that's fine. The event's ending in a couple days. Oh, they do have an event CE. Come again? They have an event CE, but they have like level 1s. They must be a newer account then. But Kiara is really old, right? Like, when was the last time you could get a Kiara? That would be Christmas, New Year's, right? Kiara's limited. Yeah, GSSR was the last time you could get a Kiara. Surely you would have leveled your Kiara, right? If you're gonna put her on support, you'd level her. Same with the Karna. Now, the Karna could have gotten when he rolled for this Magical Girl Sapphire. So, I would ignore the Karna's low level, because maybe they just got them, but... I don't know. The usable things here, the Merlin's not bad. I could use the Merlin. The Artoria's okay. Everything else is a little bit questionable. I was thinking I'd have a lot more bad accounts with Scotties, but... Here, what do we have? You have a Scotty. That's not a bad account. That's fine. Yeah, CEs aren't out of date. That's irritating. Always pisses me off, but it's not the worst. Bias Max Scotty. Oh, he's the co-author guy. Okay. I don't know. The accounts aren't too bad. That one's a nuisance. That's a bit annoying. I kind of want to let this guy go. I'm thinking about this. But his account still isn't too bad. I just want to clear up Scotty, but... Oh, there's Jay. That's fine. Yeah. Can this one go? Weird, like, a lot of these people are also the people who consistently have updated Cs. It's like, oh, Scotty. Oh, actually updates their CE list. I'm like, kind of don't want to just kick you for that. Oh, like the only Melcher list we've seen so far. There's Spade. How's it going, Astolfo Senpai? How's it going, Astolfo? Very weird. All the people who actually have, like, Scotties actually update their CE support list. Oh, except for this person. Who is this? Do we know them? Blue Magician. Do I know Blue Magician? I don't think so. I don't think so. Skills are still at 1 on like a bunch of servants. It's fine to not update their CEs because they probably didn't roll, but I don't know about that. It's not, at least it's not Blue Eyes White Dragon. If I unfriend someone, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to clean up the number of annoying Scotties on my friends list. Because man, seeing Scotty's face in caster actually gets to be really irritating. DA is actually really good at rolling on almost everything. It's people who update their CEs, at least keeping themselves from being kicked too hard. Oh, did this refresh halfway through the roll? I think it did. Oh, there's the one Nero Bride Bond CE on my friends list. God damn it. I want to kick you people, but you actually have... Stupid Scotty players actually updating their support list so they actually have things I want. A waiver with that? You're actually useful. Poison is great. Jin. What do you have for me, Jin? Painful stuff. This looks like an account that's still being leveled, right? No Scotty. Oh, it is what it is. That's gonna work. We've been bothered by the fact that this guy's not leveled. His waiver for a long time. He has... That's a lot of... Waiver should be getting to 10 on that account soon, right? That's probably only a few days out. Yeah, most of these people are still playing and leveling stuff. This guy's clearly focusing waiver. Not updating his Cs. Yeah, we were still looking for Scotties. So... I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. But I don't think it's enough. We're trying to clear out Scotties and make our friend list a little bit cleaner. If you're still leveling a useful servant, and oh my god, that was a long ass time ago. This is like 3 months. This is like 2 months ago. So update your friends list. Yeah, that's Gilfest. That's like 3 months ago. Gilfest is 3 months, right? It's like 2-3 months ago. Alright. Now we have space to add people who are following us on our streams. Even if you're weaker, I'm kicking out the weak people so you can build your account up and be relevant. Oh, 4 now. It's even longer ago than I thought it was. I thought it was bad at 3. Yeah, 4 months ago. It's not even split. Like, they didn't even split their event in normal. If it was split, like, sometimes you kind of get away with it, because I look at your normal and I'm like, oh, your normal's fine. And you maybe just don't update it. But the waiver wasn't max. I try not to use non-max waivers, because you'll miss out on a few random things you didn't realize you were only just barely killing. And that event CE list was so far out of date and not split, the lists weren't split, that it was like, they're probably not going to be useful during events either. It's like, ask yourself, if someone's running a non-useful event CE, like, ignore, Golden Sumo, Painting Summer, like the good 50% start engage stuff. If someone's running all event CEs from an event like 6 months ago, from an event 4 months ago, how often are you going to use their servants? The answer is probably, like, never. At least for me, I'm probably never going to use that guy's servants because he doesn't have anything right now. I don't want to kick him out to be a dick, but... Like, it gets irritating when you're, like, refreshing your friends list. I'm sure you guys understand this. You refresh your friends list, like, 5 or 6 times looking for someone who has something, and you're like... And then this guy shows up, and he shows up in, like, 6 refreshes. I mean, I'm sure I've been that person before too, right? I've been kicked off someone's list for that. Because my guys aren't maxed yet, but the waiver is maxed, so hope. And I can try to keep up with the changes for event Cs. Alright, what do we need here? Let's see. Silver, 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 and 400 gold. Okay. We need mostly silver. 400 gold. We need 600 silver and 400 gold? 600 silver, 400 gold looks like. Okay. Yeah. If you're like... I kept lots of the Scotties in, right? I kept lots of the Scotties in, even though I don't want Scotty, because they actually update their event Cs, so it's like, eh. You have a J3 streamer, he got so lucky. Oh yeah? 3 Saint Quartz. 3 Saint Quartz, alright, I'm reading. Instant Ushi Venture. Nice. That's pretty impressive, man. I'd congratulate him. That's highly improbable. Let's see. I'm just checking where the silver best silver drop rate is right now for when we swap to silver, because I know this is the best gold rate. We go to Yoritomo's grave, assuming we're done. We're gonna stop around like 350 gold, I think. Is where we want to stop, and then we swap over to farming silver specifically. There's no like in 5 tickets. Wait, in 5 tickets he got NP3 Ushi Avenger. Damn, like I don't like Ushi Avenger that much but like I mean she's fucking cool, but I don't know. I'm not amazed at her. I like the regular Ushi a bit better. But man, that's an insane roll. I wish I'd got that on like Spacious Star or something. That would have been crazy. I mean, we got some really good rolls on that, so it's hard to complain, but that's like your Spacious Star luck, yeah. I guess we just go. When we get this one, I think we just go. Might be wrong, but I'm gonna go for it. Hey, you got some really good luck on that too. You're struggling on NP2 Tyra. Just got a Boros at MX luck. NP2? How'd you get stuck at NP2? We're running low on batteries. This could work out pretty well. Assuming we don't kill this guy, and we might. There's a good chance we kill this guy. I'm gonna hold off for a second. I know we killed the Berserkers. I'm thinking we failed to kill that guy. I think we're just low on damage right now. I think we're just under, and that's the plan. That's why we didn't do anything else. We're relying on being a little bit under. Oh, you got your NP? That's your NA one, right? Okay, give me 1 minute. By the way, this is probably a 4 or 5 turn clear because we're gonna fail to kill the last guy. Almost certainly. Our damage is a little bit low. And we don't have any NPs to buff us. Yeah, nothing crazy on backup. Alright, we'll try to loop this then. Alright, I'll add you in a second, Akai. I'll have to swap back over to accounts. We're gonna finish this fight. Jump over. And I'll even spend 5 minutes and roast you if you're bad or put some terrible CEs on. I don't expect to see any Buster CEs on Earth Servants, alright? Unless you're like clearly don't have a replacement. So as you can see, we're a little bit off. That's like one level. So bad. For the most part, pretty good to use. Yeah, no. I'll just roast you for that. Oh, I do anyway. Give me a minute. Alright. We just gotta change back over. Okay, before this change, I'll have a look. Alright. What do we got? 0587563320. Kai Pimoon. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, man. I actually like that you have a Tamamo. One of the issues I have when I want a Tamamo is never being able to find one. I know your Tamamo's not exactly like max. You got a ways to go on Fox's wedding. And you didn't do her interlude for the first skill. I can't tell what your bond is. You might have just not had enough bond, but... Yeah, I'd like to have a Tamamo on my friends list. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm guessing low on QP or lures, because you got like Gilgamesh 999 and Jerker 9... You have a lot of 999s, so I'm guessing low on lures. Oh, look at that. And swapping to the event list reveals he's got some spicy favorites. Look at this. A 1099 Kiyohime. A 1099 Kiyohime. We got all these somewhat regular waifus, and then Kiyohime. Someone's got some taste. Nice one. I approve. She's pretty cool. Unique. Not a lot of people who grail Kiyohime. Not a lot of people who grail Kiyohime. Not that she's a bad servant, but she's a 3-star AoE berserker without a battery, so she definitely isn't super popular. Alright. Need some gold drop rate. The silver drop rate in this node is pretty atrocious. You wish she had a battery? Yeah, I wish a lot of AoE berserkers had a battery that don't. Kiyohime. Kiyohime is someone who was mistaken once for someone useful, but is actually just Chen Gong fodder. Good thing she has high NP gain. Yeah, she actually does have pretty high NP gain. The issue is, does she not have an NP interlude? You can check that. I'm pretty sure Kiyohime's NP isn't interluded. Yeah. Kiyohime does not have an interluded NP, which is a nightmare. That said, her NP does stun sometimes, and it's AoE, like it's pretty good. Yeah. No NP interlude sucks. She kinda needs a buff. That's my nightmare. That's my nightmare. Having a servant with an NP interlude who doesn't have like ridiculous damage on overcharge. Please don't kill. Do we have exactly enough for an arts combo, or are we I think we have 2, right? We have exactly enough for an arts combo, okay. Didn't grail a lot of units. I mean, a lot of servants don't get grailed, but it's the servants that do get grailed that are interesting. That's like the servants people either like the gameplay of or like as a character. So when you see unusual choices, you're like, that's interesting. Ouch. Okay. As defense up, having defense up as a berserker is really nice. I'm with you there. Yeah, defense up as a berserker is really nice, especially a solid one. I can definitely appreciate that, especially on Ibaraki. Ibaraki has double defense up on one skill. It's like super high on one turn and then weaker on the next ones. I think it's like more. I think it's more. Like Tammo has. And that's insanely good. I've seen her no cell attacks, like completely, at level 10. She just takes 0 damage, or like 5, and she's like, yeah, that's a thing. 74, damn, we're a little bit shy on what I wanted for NP. We need 30%. I'd like NP generation. Yeah, I'm specifically doing this one for the blue, because otherwise we'd have to use 2 buffs. Yeah, we're gonna go with crits. Unfortunately, it looks like we're gonna kill them and then not do enough overkill. I don't want to fail this crit, it's too important. The berserkers are obviously dead, it's the third guy that's the problem. We're also not generating that much NP this round. Bonus arts is all we're getting. Hopefully it's enough. 26k. 35, 42, 55, perfect. Okay, our damage might be a little bit low. Oh, it's another guy with a level 90 Kyohime. It's rare, but evidently not rare enough that nobody does it. Ugh, the star distribution for this sucks, by the way, like 60-10. Yeah. Yeah. There's only a few servants that you would like almost never see grailed. I think the rarest grails to go to Phantom. Like I don't actually think I've seen a grailed Phantom. I think Hanako actually has one, but in terms of people with like real accounts playing normally in the wild, I don't think I've ever seen one. Probably the rarest grailing. Who else doesn't get grailed? Who else doesn't ever get grailed? Most of the limited 3 stars are fairly popular, so they get grailed. Oh, I had the name on the tip of my tongue. It was someone else. It was the other Recharges guy. Oh well. That's it. Alright, this is apparently a good silver drop node. Hanako's Phantom is just 65? Is it? I could have sworn he grailed one at some point. Oh well, I must be mistaken. Tier 29, we actually need to do that node one more time. Hidashin and his Geocaster, yeah. That one was funny. Geocaster? I don't actually remember if foe's 1 or 2 stars. Phantom is 2 stars. Let's have a look. Phantom is probably not a rider. He is 2 star. He's 2 star. He's 2 star. And remember, if he was a 1 star, a Grail would put him to 70, assuming they were leveled. The first grail puts you to 70. Regardless if you're a 2-star. Alright. Medusa, how is your bond coming along? We actually got bond 5 Medusa. That's awesome. Is there anyone I'm planning on leveling that I don't have bond on? Ken Gong will get bond when he gets bond. That's not a rush. Archer, Ransa, Rider, Berserker. I guess we can check Mandricardo. Somehow he's at 0. Alright, we'll take Mandricardo. May as well start collecting bond points with him. He's pretty awesome. Being able to actually farm things feels so good. So what we're gonna do for that challenge quest, I don't know. Avenger Ishii is really messing us up. I had an idea of what to do to kill the 3 Lizzes. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the Tengu. Or for Avenger Ishii. She's a bit of a tough one. Like I'm sure there's an approach. I just don't know what the right approach is. Maybe we go after this 33k. What do we do? Oh, that's an easy choice of what abilities to use. Thank you, Caster Artorian. This is turn 3, so we won't know what we're getting next turn at all. We could get literally anything next turn in terms of card draw. Are any of us watching Attack on Titan right now? I'm a couple episodes behind on Attack on Titan, but I've already read the manga, so yeah, I know what's going on next. You can. I'd like to avoid any spoilers for today's episode in case someone hasn't gotten around to seeing it, but you can talk about anything else that's going on. 'Cause it aired like just a couple hours ago, right? Like even if I wanted to see it, I actually couldn't have seen it. So I was like busy doing other shit. So I don't mind for myself, but for other people who don't want to be spoiled. Heard the season was pretty bad. Who said that? We have a Brave Chain on her? No, we don't. We do have an Arts card. I'm gonna try and avoid using this then. Okay. Yeah, I would. Hey, how's it going, Poison? I wouldn't. I mean, I have issues with what they do in the season, but I don't know about it being a bad season. Like, people complain about the animation for some reason, which I didn't quite get, because I thought it was fine. Third season wasn't exactly great either, and it was fine. Like, there was a lot of scuffed animation. and some bad CG Titans in the 3rd season of Attack on Titan, so if people still watched up to the 4th season, they can't complain about the Season 4 animation. It's looked the first battle looked pretty good. Oh, that dealt a little bit of damage, not whatever. Oh well. Base Ishtar. Cleaning house, no problem. He bought my nonsense about people liking it. It's this poison guy. We came like within a hair's breadth of kicking you off our friends list, and then we're like, nah. Poison's not worth the effort. 4th season good so far. Yeah, if you like the plot, I don't think the animation for whoever's doing the animation for the 4th season is doing a fine job. It's like they even had like a big fight in the first couple episodes. Oh, no problem, you'll do it. They even had a big fight in the first couple episodes just to demonstrate what they could do. You never finished season 1? That's unfortunate. 4, 8, 12, 16. Oh, we might have to. We actually need 400 and 600. I think we go to. You can ate some Korean barbecue and now you're chilling? That sounds really tasty. Oh yeah, I remember that. Alright. So who do we want to level for this? Don't accept filials. Do you screen people by the fact that they have 2 good accounts? That seems counterproductive at some point. Seems like it'll be counterproductive at some point. Alright, we got the infamous Lu Bu here. Lusting after octuplets and horseshoes. We want the horseshoes. I think we gotta farm horseshoes at some point. You're free to play. We're definitely not getting bones for this anytime soon. Poison is now a whole bowl full of foe. Alright, we need to farm horseshoes. Do any of the nodes here drop horseshoes? That would be nice. Horseshoe nodes, horseshoe nodes. Oh my god. The fandom website lags so much when you look at the free quests list. Don't know why it's doing that, but at least they have information. Not the best though. Alright. Nothing crazy in terms of horseshoes unless I want to go really far back in terms of materials. We'll pretend that doesn't happen. Right. One more buster up. I think we either do this or we give Hans a little bit more of a bonus. Hans with his NP would be nice. Hans with level 10 would be nice. Get it down to 6 turns, he'd probably survive and appreciate that a lot more. Kinda want that more, but we have to farm out horseshoes. Either way, I don't think that's super likely. I want to see if I can push a little bit further in this challenge quest with our like original setup. And our original setup... Kinda wish I could sort by 3 stars. Not Hans. We have like double Q in our initial setup. I feel like we did, but that's not an amazing idea here either. Wonder how much damage you could do with a level 100 Spartacus. How much damage could you do with a level 100 Spartacus? She has like 2/3 damage reduction, but if you come in later, you do what, 65k? 65k-ish, right? Not bad. $65k, a guts. Like, you don't die in one hit, you die in 2 hits. But you don't offer the team. Oh, right, we used Robin Hood the first time because we didn't know what else to bring. Which was surprisingly effective. I'd still like to throw a level 100 cursed arm at this, but that guy, I can't find him on my friends list right now. I think he replaced them with a 4-star for the event. And I honestly don't remember his name, so I don't think I can dredge him back up. Alright. So, fuck it. We'll run this. I kind of just want to run Robin Hood again because he does have like super effective. Again, we're dealing with an irritating as shit Avenger, which is probably the worst class we could run into for a challenge quest boss. They really like turning up the heat on people. It's like, how many people even have moon cancers? Probably not that many. How many people realistically have a moon cancer? Not that many. NP5 moon cancer. Like, I know you get BB at some point, but that's a long time ago. And a hard buy for most people. Imagine having a moon cancer. I mean, there is BB coming out shortly, right? Or on NA, BB's coming out as a moon cancer. But you need 5 rare prisms for that, which is pretty hard to come by, even on JP for a new account. I'd have to burn 5 stars to get that. Like, I'll just burn this Space Star to get a. I think the event gives you NP1 of the welfare. You'd have an NP1 Moon Cancer BB. And this is obviously in our farming setup. Yeah, we might go with George though. George is like an okay change here. It's just 5 for the main interlude. Yeah, you need 5 for, but you need 5. Okay, yeah, you need 5 for the main interlude and 2 for each NP level of her. Yeah, so it's like, but I was just saying, 5 gets you 1 copy and the main interlude, which you have to be able to beat in the first place. Yeah, 13 rare prisms in total. That's pretty hard to get a hold of. 13 rare prisms, unless you're burning servants, and again, you can't burn welfares for rare mana prisms. You have to burn 4 or 5 stars, a bunch of them, just to get the main interlude, so you can have a moon cancer. Pretty rough. Ganesha is in the all summoning pool. Oh, that's true. Ganesha does get added. Dude, Ganesha is in the summoning pool, you're right. I'm gonna try with basic summoning. I'm gonna try with the basic summoner, just because it lets you heal. The timed evade the one-time time evade that lasts 3 turns is pretty handy for like outlasting people. But I want to try this one, see if it's better. We've boosted Lu Bu's stats a little bit. We gave him a couple more skill rank ups, and we boosted Chen Gong's defense, so it should be a lot harder to get through once if we have it up at least. Let's give it a run. Oh, we got all of Lu Bu's attacks. This is now you might be thinking it's great to have a Brave Chain here. It's actually terrible. This is like 66% damage reduction, and we actually want Buster cards to show up last. Hey, it's easy. It's in a general summoning pool. It's just spend money until you get it. Anyway, Lu Bu's gonna be at like 99% damage, reduced damage output since he's for 3 turns, because we're gonna get attack debuff next turn. Next turn is a big attack debuff turn. Kinda sucks. So we're just gonna focus on NP gain for him. Yeah, she got a 5-star in the story, it's no big deal. She might also only get added to the story banner if you complete Lost Belt 4. We hit for 3,000 with Buster with an attack, a 30% attack up. That's hilarious. Alright. Wow, she crit really hard this time. That was brutal. That was actually brutal. Anyway, as you can see, we have this attack down. Or, whoops, where's it? We have this attack down. Now, we dealt 3k with Lu Bu, who normally hits for 9 or 10k with an attack up. So she has 66% damage reduction from all sources. Then, we have another attack down. We do about, like, 100 damage per hit right now with Lu Bu. It's super awkward, and man, he's gonna freaking destroy this team. Holy crap. That was some really bad RNG on our part. We can fix a little bit with his heal, but that's about it. Currently, what we're hoping for is... yeah, we have to do crit up now. We're gonna do the crit up now. We're hoping she actually targets Lu Bu, because her attack is not that high. She has to crit it this hard. And we're doing Buster, starting with Buster to get rid of that attack debuff, because you need to remove 7 of these debuffs, which can only be removed via Buster card or crit card, depending on the debuff. Alright. Wow, she's really tunneling people this time again. That sucks. Okay. So we're almost certainly not winning this. We're gonna hit her with some NP damage this turn, which is pretty good. Alright. How do I want to handle this? This might fail. Attack up, please succeed. Fuck. Oh, we knew that would fail. We knew that probably fails. Alright. Back to farming pages. You hate that. Now, since she still ignores so much defense, we're gonna have to do like... we actually have to do like Buster, 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 but I don't like that. First Buster to get rid of the attack down. That's 50%, so it needs to be removed. Second one to actually break her NP gauge generation. And third one is to actually deal damage. I wanted to use the Arts card, but it just doesn't work out like that. 100% crit is pretty good, and it's hard to say no to. Hey, we got a stun. That's pretty good. 66k. Wow, that was actually a good amount of damage. Holy shit. She's healing. We need to apply a debuff to her somehow. That's going to be a little bit difficult. How many ways you guys got in this team to apply debuffs? Didn't think so. I wonder if there's a command code for applying Curse or Fire. I'm thinking we might need to command code Lu Bu to apply like Curse or Fire to get rid of this debuff thing. Because this is 20,000 health per turn if you don't apply a debuff. And that's pretty hard to do. Yeah, I know they exist. I'm just curious if I have one of them. Alright, Chen Gong can get rid of one buff. Chen Gong's gonna get rid of another buff. Yeah, we'll do something like that. Curse, Fire, and Poison. I just need to check if I have them. Damn, she's really tunneling the casters again this time. That's annoying. Okay, this is actually going terribly for us because she's tunneled both the people she shouldn't be hitting that have low defense. Oh, okay. Well, this is gonna suck. I wanted to cash in Chen Gong. I wanted it to go like our first run, where the first person to die was Chen Gong when he taunted. Not quite working out the way we wanted it to, but it's what it is. Alright. We have defense debuffs. George needs to go. I know you're thinking Robin Hood, but the answer is actually George, weirdly enough. Yeah, I'll have a look, see if I have one of those, because she's gonna regenerate out of our kill range really fast. Because, like, it's really hard to apply debuffs to the enemy team. We can use the Robin Hood poison, but then Robin Hood's never doing damage. Ever. Like, we basically condemn Robin Hood to never do damage. I guess the fight's basically over anyway, but... Cool. Next turn she stops regenerating, assuming she doesn't just decide to apply another one. Alright, no Robin Hood Buster. Lu Bu Buster. I guess we go for 8. Double crits, alright. Well, now we need NP this turn. This turn, an NP, alright. I don't think we're getting an NP this turn somehow. Seems improbable. We're definitely doing Buster first because our attack down's destroying us right now. She finally lost her defense up thanks to that last attack, but at this point I feel like we're a little bit late on doing anything. Okay, we need another debuff, which is going to be a little bit difficult. I mean, Q can NP and apply a debuff, but it's a little bit late for that. This team definitely not doing it. Maybe we just had insanely good RNG the first time we did this, but it seems almost impossible to take those 3 servants and make it through the first break bar without anyone dying. Okay. I'm not sure I'm gonna learn anything about this, other than that Robin Hood is like an alright and balanced servant. I'm not actually sure how much I can learn from this fight. I think I'm just gonna stop now. We die in a couple turns. It's not gonna be too bad, but we're definitely not 3 break bars into the fight. When we're down to 2 servants, like, remember that Kagegura strips buffs before damage, so she instantly kills Ku. It's not even like, he survives sometimes, he just dies. So even if she like lands on Robin Hood, doesn't kill him, if we have no way to kill her in like 2 turns of her flipping, we just lose with Ku. I do not know who to take as support for this fight. He doesn't even apply debuffs either. That's a problem. We need a way to apply debuffs to her consistently. What about you? He's equipped with Volumen. He heals. He's fairly defensive. I'm just going to check his skill list. I want to see how much one of his skills does in Asclepius. He does have Skill Seal. Okay. Skill Seal and Debuff Clear. The Debuff Clear isn't relevant. We could use Asclepius as like backup Hans. That's not a terrible idea. Alright. I like this idea. I'm going to check what command codes I have. I'm thinking I might give Lu Bu or someone one of the command codes. If I have one that applies fire or poison or something. Command card. Oh, this is the Paw Prince thing, my bad. Command code. I read card and assumed it was the right one. Do we have to actually unlock one of these? I guess we do. We probably use his... I mean, I'd prefer his arts. We're probably going to use his Buster more. We'll just open one of these random ones. I just want to see what command codes I have. 20% something, definitely not poison. Heal 200? Heal 1000? With a 3-turn cooldown? Buster crit 25%. Heck, I'm just gonna look up the command codes. Alright. Command codes. Command code list. That's what we're looking for. Buff and debuff. Okay, the fan. The fan here strips damage up buffs from enemies when attacking and increases critical damage by 10%. Not what we're looking for, but it's not bad. Okay, I want to make these smaller so I can actually see more of them at once. We have Tarask. Tarask is a 300 damage poison. That's not bad. We actually have a few more command codes than I thought we would. Alright, I'm going to look up what some of these do. Do we have mini code alter? No, we don't. Mask of Concealed Beauty. Nope. Great Wishes Porridge. No. Gin Lamp. Himachi Bat. No. We do have Angel's Bed, though. Remove crit attack and heal 100. Yeah, okay. Inflict burn. We don't have the burn. Oh, we do have the burn debuff. This is burn for 3 turns. So either one of these might be useful as a command code. What's this do? Oh! That's ignore invincible. That's really cool. Okay. We don't have poison. We don't have 600 damage poison. We do have Lost Casket, though. This is remove debuff immunity. Handy. Handy, handy, handy. Okay, and nothing else too crazy. We don't have any other ones. So we have like we have 2 buffs that are pretty useful. Yeah, I saw that. There was 2 poison debuffs. So I noticed that one of them was there. Alright, we gotta equip. I think Lubu probably wants one of these too. I just don't know which cards I want to put it on. Probably his... I kind of want to use his arts if at all possible, but... Buster is also one that's good, because he's going to be using them to break attack downs a lot. This one's critical damage, as I recall, so we're just going to slot this. Cool. We'll slot this. Actually, how many of these command code engravers do we have? This. What else do we have that might be useful? Is there... I wonder if there's like NP generation. I wonder if I have an NP generation. There's 4 that affect NP. One is one with everyone's favorite Dick Wizard. Oh, this one. What's it do? NP generation rate increased by 5%. That's actually pretty cool. And the other 2 have Da Vinci on them. We don't have those. And they're NP damage. Alright. Okay. And there's a bunch themed on criticals and all that good stuff. Yeah, okay. I think we're gonna We maybe give that one to his arts, but other than that... Poison... it's either Buster or Arts. I'm thinking we put it on his Buster cards and just try to like poison our way through things. Make sure we have at least one of those debuffs on at all times. We're gonna be using his Buster when possible. Also, when would we use his Arts? An Arts combo when we don't have anything else going on, really? Yeah, we'll open Arts. His Quick is the card we want to use least. And I kind of already want to use the other ones, so... hold up. Did I just forget what the appearance was? Yeah, I did. It's, we already got the poison. It's the other one. It's the fire one, yeah. 3 damage, 500 damage, 3 turns. I believe in NA, I believe in JP you can actually just swap these around as much as you like. Which is why we're not too worried. Just pointing this out for people who aren't aware. In JP, you don't have to use code removers to remove command codes. You just swap them around as much as you like, and whatever you like happens. We're almost certainly going to consider putting a couple command codes on Ishtar, and probably on Ku. Debuff removal on Ku would be pretty good. Like we have a few options for command codes that I'd like to stick on people. I'm just gonna go back in here. Wasn't there a Mana Prism store some command code? Might have been. Let's have a look. It's also the last day of the month, so I should probably have a look at the Mana Prism store in the first place. There is this. I don't see... Oh yeah, there are these command codes. I forgot that. These are also available on NA. One of them's a healing code, right? These are all really early ones. Lucky Beast is heal 200. That's the one in the middle with foe on it. I believe that one's available on NA. In fact, I think all of these are. Crest of Humanity is the top one, increased crit star generation. Bottom one is Lady of the Red Jewels Command Seal, and it's 10% crit damage. Those are perpetually available. The only thing that's not perpetually available is like our monthly foes and this CE right here with Romani on it. Yeah, we basically got like stars, heal, and damage, or critical damage. They're all pretty solid. If you're command coding people up, I definitely recommend putting them on, especially if you have extra mana prisms. I have them all on an A. I'd be a little bit more careful about where you put them on NA though, because it's going to be about a year and a half before you can freely trade command seals between people. So this will get rid of her. This will hopefully permanently deal with the issue where she's regenerating all the time. Also might push a little bit extra damage for us. Let's try this. And yeah, I'm actually gonna go with Asclepius for a round, see how that goes. This Asclepius is actually pretty well leveled. I know Georgios isn't maxed, but I also don't think he'll get too much extra time if I give him 10 levels. His health will go up by like 500. His health will go up by like 1,000-ish, and he'll still die in 2 hits. Like, she's shredding people pretty quickly. Now what I could do is level George if I have any Rider XP left, but I think I'm low. Because I think George would actually be a good choice for this. Let's have a look and see if I have any Rider XP. I actually do, so let's go to George. As much as I like Medusa for farming and for other content, she's not great. Oh, that's why we weren't leveling. He requires horseshoes. Son of a bitch. Horseshoes are also what Lubu wants. We need to... Lubu and Hans both need horseshoes. Wow, that sucks. Okay. We're in like this awkward ass deadlock where we can't do anything with any of our servants because they all want a material and we're trying to complete a challenge quest that requires them all to be at their peak. Okay, we get like one horse. We don't get any horseshoes from this event right now. We'd have to farm for like 3 days to get horseshoes. That's a lot of horseshoes to farm. We need like 12 plus 7 plus 7 there. That's like 30 horseshoes. That's like 1,000 AP in horseshoes right there, at least. Lubu's attack is probably the least useful one. Hans, on the other hand, probably Hans getting to an extra skill level is like a night and day difference. Yeah, a little bit harder to guess where the damage is going. I was thinking we'd be a little bit easier to survive a few more turns, but we're actually losing people pretty quickly when we do this. Did I change someone to be like into like an Ushi maybe? Put Chen Gong in like second place? His defense up is pretty relevant though. Okay. Like, this defense up is actually really good at keeping people alive when it actually works. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. We're trying to get Lubu NP. Lubu's also our premier DPS over Hassan because Lubu's NP ignores defense down. That's one of the reasons we're taking him. Like, if we can't, that and, lack of buster cards on our assassins. Since this is a this is a fight that really wants you to have. Ooh. Okay, 3 attack downs. We actually missed with everything other than the regen and the defense on Hans for 2 of them. Not the best, not the worst. Alright. I guess we'll try to get rid of some of his debuffs. Current focus is trying to get Hans to NP again, which is why we're focusing on Hans. Debuff cleanse, also the second. Also huge, right? Ooh, we were 3% off NPing there. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate because she's gonna NP now. That bites. Alright, I was hoping to stop her, but it looks like that's not happening. Yeah, that would have been a really good turn, actually, for us. We would have had, like, a Buster Brave with our NP. That sucks. Okay. And we would have been able to use Chen Gong. Oh, that would have been a really nice turn. Alright. Well, since we can't do that, let's do the next best thing. We're regenerating 1,000 health next turn. I'm putting the debuff on her so that she has the debuff in the first place, so that if she tries to go for regeneration next turn, it instantly falls off. This isn't like a misclick. I shouldn't have actually gone for the 30%. The debuff matters. I don't want her to resist either, because she's also resisted debuffs, and that sucks. Let's not talk about resisting debuffs. Hey, there we go. It falls off next turn. Alright. Unfortunately, here is where Chen Gong dies for our sins. We can evade with Chen Gong, maybe, if we want to. I'm not sure it's worth it on Chen Gong. He's like 4 turns away from being useful again. But maybe it's worth it. Like, maybe it's worth it. It's a 13 turn cooldown, though. I feel like he's proved his He's like done his job, now he can go. Kind of one of those deals. Alright. He's gonna die anyway. I may as well go in on damage here. The debuff's gonna fall off. Hans is a ways out of NP. Not super far. Yeah, I'd rather have some defense up. I might have been better to wait a turn on that, but we'll see. Hans is still super nerfed in terms of damage. That's unfortunate. I mean, he's not going to do a lot because he's at half damage, but he's at half damage, minus 66% damage. It's pretty rough. Ah, no crit there, bummer. That could have been a big crit for us. Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a good idea to try and evade that. Like, I could use Scapegoat to force attacks onto Lu Bu and then evade. That's not a terrible idea, at least not in my mind. Alright. Everyone's at full health. We're a little bit low on Hans. We have debuffs up on her, so I'm actually gonna try and get Hans to NP. Does Lu Bu have attack down? No, just quick down. Okay, we're actually gonna do Hans. Actually gonna do Hans Brave Chain instead, because we want to get rid of the debuffs as fast as possible. Now, Hans doesn't actually care about crit down on himself, but the fact that we removed another buff actually does matter. Oh, he got crit in one shot. That sucks. Maybe we do want more command codes, because we can strip off, like, now that I know we can strip off crit up and attack up, that might be really good. Okay. So Lu Bu is not doing much here and is pretty injured. Asclepius, my man. As I recall, third skill is NP charge. Not a terrible skill. May as well just pop that now. Don't see why not. Second one's like NP seal, which we don't really care about because we don't have anything going on with that. And first is heal and debuff resist. I mean, we can heal more for all it does. She has her debuffs. Are her debuffs going to fall off at any point? Next turn they fall off. Alright. Probably just go for his healing then. We are attack down, so we want to use one of Lu Bu's cards. And we just go into Asclepius. Try to get his NP for healing. His NP gain isn't too bad. That was like 12%. Okay, we're a ways away from NPing again. That's a long way. That's a long way to go. Alright. What can we do here? Georgios isn't taking any hits, but he's also too flimsy. He's going to die in a turn. George has an attack down. And this would be our option. Hey, it's gone. We can do real damage now. There's the regen that fades in a turn. Alright. I'm actually gonna have him evade because he'll last more than a turn. We could NP seal here. Nah. We'll evade. The NP seal's cooldown is like 8 turns? Yeah. Another time. Alright. Ideally I want to NP seal later. Alright, we got an arts combo. Let's... Yeah, who cares about the crits? Arts combo it is. Give me that Lu Bu NP. Okay, we didn't make it on anyone. That's unfortunate. I was like, we could get really lucky and NP on everyone. And then that happened. Only one. It's like 95, 91. Well, it could have been better. There's another attack down. Okay, okay. You're probably dead. There's another heal. Takes a bit of damage. Okay. He doesn't give attack ups, he just gives heals. As I recall, he gives guts to the party except himself, right? How long does that guts last? 3 turns? Oh, that's not bad. 3 turns of guts would at least save Georgios for a moment. Stripping off his attack buff, because why not? Although we don't actually care about how much damage he does. Maybe we do arts. Maybe we let the buff stack up so that all his cards are useful later. Because on Break Bar she gets a new ability. Okay, Georgios is NP5 with 5,000 attack. He's probably not going to hit that hard, relatively speaking. Ooh, do I want to take off that crit damage nerf? Nah, we don't care about it. I don't think we care about that crit damage nerf. I think I care about dealing real damage. And hopefully not dying. Making sure we get our NP with him. His invuln's gone. Okay, heal again. Man, we've been sitting at 200k for a while. We really need to get through that. It's a bit of a barrier. Okay, increase stun chance. How about NP seal? NP seal. A turn is a turn, right? Definitely not gonna question an extra turn. Definitely not questioning another turn. I want to see how much Georgios does for damage. Let's see. If this is worth doing, we want to do like at least 10k. And it's like 15, right? That's 15, that's not bad. It's not like the juiciest hit ever, but if you have an extra card, it's an arts card, right? And no stun. I killed him, Tim. At least we had guts. Alright. Someone's dying. I would hope it's not Lu Bu, but we got our guts already triggered, so now we just die. If it's us, we dead. Alright. Everyone's guts has been triggered, so if someone dies, they're just dead. There's nothing we can do about it. We already used our evade on Giorgio's. And his first skill would need to be 10 if he wanted to taunt again. But, oh, that was NP. There we go. Bummer. Alright. How did we ever get past this first break bar? It feels almost impossible now. Down to our coup. Yeah. Our main DPS is our coup. Okay. How did we ever get past this? Like, we've gotten through this in 7 turns. We're now... Or no, wait, that was... No, that was this. It was like 7 turns. Now we're like struggling to do 14. What went wrong? What did I do wrong? Well, it's no longer great value to do that. We have debuffs on her still. We have to NP with Ku though. It's Noble Phantasm damage. We need to do Noble Phantasm damage to get through her. Okay, this could be nasty. Remember, buff strip before NP when she gets her break bar. We're gonna get wrecked. 41k. Oh, so bad. You already got a full NP bar out of that almost, so. Okay. Hey, we might get the break bar, but that's our whole team. I don't know. Oh, attack down, okay. And this is level 10, that was the fastest we could recover it. Alright. There we go, 1 break bar down. Yeah, I don't know about this one. 18 turns to get through the first break bar is a little bit difficult. In theory, we're supposed to be NPing with Lubu like 3 times to get through it, but I don't know about actually getting to kill it. So we can buy a lot of time with this. I don't hate him. I actually kind of like Asclepius here, but Fuck, man. We need some damage somewhere. Like, what if I did this? Okay, what if I did this? Run Asclepius instead, because we can't find a decent... We can't find a well-leveled Hans, and we can't find a well-leveled Chengong right now, so we're gonna use this. What if we did... Assassin... Like, what if we... She's, like, stuck at NP2. It's so bad. Right, her NP damage is atrocious. That was one of the issues we found when we did this. We can try this, but that's one of the issues we have, is bad NP damage. 15% arts. Where is the starting gauge? Yes, this is fine. We can try Hassan, but like our Hassan being stuck at NP2 really hurts her damage. We could also try Georgios first. That's another option. Yeah, well, your leveled Chengong would be nice. We would take him instead of our own Chengong. I wouldn't mind that. But if you don't have him on support, it's no big deal. We're just gonna keep trying this. And again, I don't think it'll just instantly be a win for us if we get a Chengong. I was just thinking of him being useful because he gives our team defense up. He's like budget mash here. He has a taunt. He has a defense up skill. The defense up skill has a crazy long cooldown, but it's better than nothing. Yeah. A Chengong who's better than my Chengong would be an improvement because I could replace him with someone else. Any tips for that Kiara on the CCC main interlude? I haven't even unlocked the CCC main interlude, man. I have no clue. I have no clue. I know she can be like one turn by like half the servants in the game though if you have the right setup, apparently. You also close here. Did you buy all the buff wipes with King Pro? I'm okay with her taking hits, actually. Okay, there's the attack down. Ah, oh, damn. We finally got like a good combo and we had the attack down. Rip. I'm also aware I didn't use her her NP gen up. That's intentional. Alright. Well, hopefully she doesn't take too much more damage. We can get 2 of the busters off, and we can get the NP going. Okay. Keep the heals rolling. NP Brave would be really good right now. This is going to do so little damage, you will probably laugh. We have 2 options here. We can go for Asclepius NP. I'm gonna go for Asclepius NP, I think. That might be a better idea. We're gonna do like 0 damage with this NP. It's solely to strip a buff off. So annoying. $16K. 16K. With class advantage. Oh, Hans is dead again. Damn. Ah, I really wish he wouldn't die turn 3, turn 2. That's very annoying. We have a crit debuff on her, so she should be less dangerous. We still don't have 100 faces. Still no 100 faces Buster card. That's really annoying. You have any arguments for it? Nah. We're just trying to figure out what might actually get us to a kill on this boss. I don't feel like I have a good strategy, but I'm also not sure what strategy to take. Okay. Hey, yeah, I'll just taunt here. That's fine. Yeah, class advantage is useless if you aren't Lubo. And that's only because he ignores damage on NP, right? I am aware of that. It's only the class disadvantage that you care about, but... Man. It's hard to just get through her. It's hard to just do damage at all through her. Her regen is insane. Her regen and her damage victims are so good. Okay, we have an NP coming out this turn. In fact, we have 2 coming out. Oh sweet, we can finally get rid of one of these debuffs. Okay, we're getting rid of her attack debuff. And we're doing it before the NP chain. Actually, no, we're doing her NP first. Mori? Oh, yeah, you mean him, never mind. Yeah. Yes he does. He does. In fact, he also ignores Invincible. But my Mori is NP1 and not leveled. So he would be hitting pretty pathetically. Alright. Another turn. He still hasn't had his guts triggered, so there's that. We need to do NP damage somehow. Okay. We need to get through her shell and somehow deal NP damage. Alright. So we need to play, like, look at this awful, we have a good hand for generating NP. We need to play 2 quick cards. Like, we can't even stop her from generating her NP. That's so annoying. I don't know. I don't know what to do at these points, because it feels like both of these are abysmal options that lead to our immediate demise. Like, at least in this fight. He's NPing this turn, okay. NP seal. No 100 faces cards? Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. His involve's gone now. Oh, great. Okay. So he dies to the NP. That's almost certainly what happens here. Alright. Well, everyone's guts is worn off, so we'll apply guts. Can't even generate NP. Oh my god. We can't even generate NP yet either! come on, stop applying debuffs that force me to play terrible cards. This is a hard enough fight already. Like, you don't need to do that. I feel like this fight's hard enough, you don't need to do that. But that's just me. Alright, Guts. Ah, he died through Guts, but that's fair. He was expected to die at some point. Oh, we've almost dealt 100,000 to the boss. That's a start. Alright. Not a great start, but it's a start. I need to play Lubu's card to cancel the regen. We can't do a big combo here either. Too many things you need to micromanage in this fight. Very difficult. We also want like Lubu to get his NP at some point. And that's a good start. There we go. And just in time for another NP. Just in time for another NP. Okay. Lubu isn't regenerating, so we'll just heal him right away. We have Guts. I don't want to randomly get murdered, so we're gonna keep going with that. Bad combo for everyone involved. Obviously this. Yeah, we need to keep the stars rolling. I was thinking of Buster, but we need, or even Asclepius Arts, but both of those are bad choices, I think. Alright, missed the stun, that's fine. We got rid of her double NP gen. Okay. And she's on evade, so we can't do damage to her, so whatever we do has got to be good. You want to scuff Asclepius with K-Scup 5 skills or Shenanigans with 2030? I mean, this Asclepius is fine. His skills are like pretty decent. This Asclepius is actually fine. I don't have a problem with this Asclepius. He's not like super amazing, but he's like on the level with my servants, so I don't hate him. It doesn't really matter too much. I'm not thinking that like just a slightly better Chen Gong would win us this fight randomly. This fight seems like it's almost unreachably difficult. It's pretty hard to even get through the first break bar, let alone do triple the damage. And again, once we break the break bar, only Lu Bu can do damage. Everyone else is useless. Okay, well, someone's going to die. Hopefully it's not this one. We'll use her evade this turn. Well, if Lu Bu's gonna die, he may as well go out swinging for the fences, I guess. Like, remember, we have to do 3 times as much damage as we've done here. And her NP will also ignore Invuln and Guts and just straight up kill you on her second, third phases because it strips buffs before damage. Like, I'm not sure how we do that one. Nah. The Mori would help us get through her Invuln evade if that mattered, but we haven't been off or really concerned about that. In fact, Lu Bu is harder to kill because he has a defense up than Mori. Mori does a bit more damage though. I'm just trying to think of what we'd want to take to get through this fight. Okay, we need NP up right now. Yeah, we weren't there yet. We're relying on the boss hitting us. Damn, okay. She's getting a shit ton of NP. Damn. Damn, she's getting a shit ton of NP. Holy shit, that's bad. For keeping the regen offer, it's an improvement, but I'm not seeing anything that smells like victory in our future. Like, changing from our Chengong isn't a bad idea, but when we change off of our Chengong to your Chengong, like, what is our opportunity? What do we gain from that? We get to run 2 Chengongs. That's okay. We get to run someone who isn't Chen. We get to customize our own options a little bit more, and we maybe get like a little bit more damage reduction. But it's not like suddenly we go from not killing it to killing it. That'll be like 1 or 2% difference in damage reduction, and maybe 5% difference in damage dealt. Yeah, our Lubu, because we'll Lubu if we borrow Chengong. That's not what we need here. She just instantly NP'd and is going to kill someone, and there's nothing we can do about that. Like, we got 2 people left, and no matter what, they both die. We need like a lot more damage. We need to pull out of our ass like 5 million damage. Right? We need to pull out our ass like a full million more damage that we don't have. Because we have to do 300k here, and then another... We have to do 400k here, another 400k here, without class advantage. So that's 1.6 million. That's pretty hard to do. And then we need to go through 100,000 hit points in guts. 3 stacks of guts. So that's going to be at least 5-6 turns on us. That's going to be 6 turns just on the guts triggers. That's pretty rough. And she kills servants in 2 hits that have defenses. Ouch. Alright. I have to evade this turn because Kiv's going to die if we don't. At least our attack up's going to be really huge here. Oh, she has a debuff, she has a debuff. No critting, you say? Alright boys, we gotta survive with 2,500 health, so she really needs to be doing a lot of buffing and not a lot of attacking. Hopefully we can force an evade here, but that's about all I'm hoping for. There we go, defense down. Maybe force an evade. It's a little bit high to tell. Oh, she instant NP'd. Well, that sucks. I was like, maybe we force an evade. The boss instantly NPs, even though we didn't break her bar. Well, rip. It is what it is. Alright. That was actually one of our best runs, not gonna lie. Q actually did a lot. Things just aligned really well, and he managed to get her down pretty far. I'm curious to see how much we would actually get next. I'm curious, because if I command sealed right here, this is actually a really good turn for us. And the reason it's a good turn for us is because Lu Bu can NP immediately. With Markin minus Labens and the attack buff, like, he will probably instantly break bar her and get us to third NP. Yeah, it has 3 guts with 30k HP revives. We really don't want to be seeing here. We really don't want to be CSing here. I think Lu Bu would get us to the next break bar immediately, and then we'd probably get destroyed if we command sealed here. Right? Like, it's not a close fight, it's a massacre. Because what's her third one? Because, like, she gains permanent attack up, she gains guts, and she gains something up, and she has, like, the defense on her first state. So, who knows what she gets from the third one. Also, does anyone else find it weird that we never got the third debuff? That whole fight? We've done like 5 fights of this. Oh, and she starts NP spamming every turn? Oh, that's also bad. Alright. Gonna say, we haven't actually seen the second debuff. There's actually an arts debuff. We've gotten the crit and the attack down, but we've never gotten the other debuff. Kind of weird. Never got the weird arts debuff. We got one once. In one of our old fights. But like, this is less than half of the way through the fight, damage-wise. As far as I can tell, because... Actually, hold up, I have the fight open here. She has 600,000 in her third state. We are literally less than half of the way through her hit points. And that's before you counter super guts. That's gonna be brutal. On low HP, she spams NP, okay. I guess we go farm horseshoes. That's about all we can do. Go to Camelot, farm horseshoes. Go to Camelot and farm horseshoes with our extra AP. Yeah, she does an NP spam. I mean, they don't put that in the description of fights anymore. If you noticed, for Saber Wars. For Saber Wars, several of the bosses spam NPs with invuln pierce, and that's not in the fight description at all. They don't even include that. They're just like, yeah, you'll be fine, and then you get insta-killed. Like, for example, there was like 2 fights in Saber Wars, remember? MHXX was like NP spam every single turn. And we got insanely lucky with our guts and evade timing to beat that. Ah, you were just unlucky. There's 3 times insta NP'd you at the end. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do if she's gonna triple insta NP me. That's pretty rough. Like, that would actually just kill Q. You can't survive that. Guts does nothing there. We could, like, pray for more Hassan NP levels. That's not a terrible idea. But we've had such bad luck getting Hassan NP levels, though. Like, still 2. If you don't remove her NP charge buff, she'll insta NP. I know that one. She gets, like, +2 charge every single turn. I know you have to use NP damage to get through that. But we were talking about the I think Madara's aware of that. Let's see. Yeah, I guess we just go spend a round on Camelot. It's either that or spam Bones trying to get higher skills for someone else. Spam the Bones node. It can stack if it stays too long and she gets her whole charge back. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. That must be like 12 turns. Oh, it's like 22 AP for each of those shit. Well, I guess we're not farming horseshoes today. NP damage. Oh yeah, Chatterine, bit of a problem there. His damage is a little bit low. His NP damage is a little bit low. I mean, he's a good servant. But let's be real, that NP damage isn't anything to call him about. It's like, oh yeah, a big old goose egg. Great. Someone with gold waiver? Hey, Poison, thanks my man. This works, yep. Okay. I feel like we need to spend like a ton of horseshoes just to maybe get a small edge on our servants. And even then, I'm not so sure we actually have the damage requirements. Like 50% of the way through the fight is a far cry from being most of the way through the fight. I think for that challenge quest, we might just have to. I'm worried we might have to give it up, or we have to change our. We have to like change our core composition a whole lot to figure out to get like a more damage-oriented setup. I don't think our current approach is right. Like, it's just far too low on damage. Alright. Kinda wish I had a better solution for this fight, but it is what it is. For this round, I think this is still better than running out Cersei. Cersei does like 100k, I think, with the Buster bonus. I just like Nero more though, so whatever. You want say Shonagon? You must be like the only person on the planet who likes Say. How's it feel being such a unique individual? I don't actually hate Say, but I'm surprised I know someone at all who likes them. Twitch chat. Oh, we got two of them. There's two. I can't diss you guys anymore. Two is a lot more than I thought there were. Alright. Two people for everyone's favorite servant, the Switch. Well, if nothing else, Switch-chan is definitely more colorful than PlayStation. Definitely better than the PlayStation. And how are we still failing to kill this magical stick? I swear, like, I usually just kill this thing. Alright. Well, I don't know why I picked the Buster card there. I like her arts card, the way her arts card looks, and the way her quick cards look way better. I really like that like one where she machine guns out the stakes on her quick card. You know that one? It's fantastic. Amazing stuff. Okay, so I think we're just about done our farming for Little Big Tengu. Probably tomorrow. Oh, I might be able to do that tomorrow morning. Might be able to actually finish tomorrow morning or tomorrow, and then we just go into horseshoes and try to like boost ourselves. I'm gonna do some research tonight. I'm gonna do some research tonight, I think, while I'm making dinner. Selfieing people to death. It's so great. What a dumb servant. It's so funny though. Yeah. I think tonight I'm gonna do some research, see if someone else has done like what other people have been doing for kills on the boss, and if there's something I can benefit from in there, because there's definitely a few ways I feel the composition could be improved. Like it's so far away that I'm definitely approaching the boss fight in the wrong way, or have like the wrong servants for it. Like maybe you want to take non-caster supports, even though the caster supports are so strong in 3-star. Maybe you take different supports just because the boss is rider for the first half of the fight. Maybe there's a better DPS for the fight. Maybe you just stall and win on neutral damage with Ku or something like that. That's also possible. Ku actually has a really good hand. Try Hanako, he probably has one on YouTube. He probably does. He probably does. I'll have a look at him, but I'm not gonna do that on the stream. I'm gonna step out for a bit, make myself some dinner, come back in 2 hours with some Heaven's Feel. Yara, Summer, and BB are totally electric. Yeah, yes, Summer, BB, perfect answer. We'll just red cards until we're bored. True class advantage. Yeah, that'd be fun. Unfortunately, we don't have that yet. They need to release the 1-star Moon Cancer that just says kills Avengers. Yeah. Maybe next anniversary we'll get a couple new low stars. No, I like the account. I just feel like I like the account. I like the challenge. I just feel like I'm somehow approaching it from the wrong angle, and my mind's kind of stuck in it right now. As I see like Lubu's my best DPS. I'm gonna run Lubu. I don't see anything else. Whereas there's definitely a better way to get things done with that. Alright. Thanks so much for hanging out, guys. Hanako only has a vid with Shuni Shelter. Then either he hasn't done it, or he... 3-star, I'll Terra Lily. I'll Terra Lily. Yeah. Then either he hasn't done it, or he didn't make a dedicated vid of it because it was super RNG. It is a new event. I don't know if he does all the new events with his 3-star account first. He might not have done that. He does have like 5 accounts. You'd have to like pore over his streams because he does upload his streams to a channel. Alright. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna step out, make myself some dinner, and I'll be back in 2 hours with Heaven's Feel. Hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you around. Bye.